Raycolon, who's a really sweet gentleman I've met on YouTube and subscribes to my channel. Why, I don't know. But asked me how I got from here to there, there to here. He tagged me on that way back in early July. And I did a video in, I think, like July 21st. But of course, me, blabbermouth, I talked so long that it was over the 10 minutes. I could never upload it from One True Media, which is what I use to get my stuff up to YouTube. But anyway, okay, so I gotta get going or I'm gonna be over blabbing again. I was born in Nebraska, and in a small town. My husband was born in Pennsylvania. Sorry, this needs to go where you're at, so I'm coming. But he moved out when he was about, I'd say 5. Anyway, long story short, long story long actually. We met and married quite young actually. I was 19, my husband was 21. Very fortunate that I have the love of my life. Anyway, we both did the career thing and, you know, did what you know, young couples do. You try to get your career going and you do whatever. And I had a really great career, and I started from the bottom floor at an insurance company and worked my way up to a really, really nice career. And my husband also worked his way. He was a master electrician. He ended up being the master electrician, and it was just through hard work. We just worked our, you know, butts off. I know, I like butts. Jesse likes balls, and I'm always into butts. So what's up with that? But at about in my late 30s or whatever, I started having really severe health issues, and I couldn't hardly, all I was doing was working. I was working 60, 70 hours a week. I loved my job. I loved the company. I traveled a lot. I did a lot of training and such. Nothing bad to say about them, but I just really worked myself, and then when I got fibromyalgia somewhere in there, it just became too much, and my husband and I looked at each other, and all I was doing is working my life away. When I came home, I just went to bed, and then I'd wake up at 3 or 4 in the morning and then try to figure out what I needed to, you know, then worry about what I needed to get done that day at work and who I needed to call and whatever. Doesn't matter. So it got to a point that they disabled me, the doctor disabled me for, I think, about 3 months or so. And we made a huge decision for me not to go back to work because we weren't having quality time. We weren't having a life together. Even though I liked my job, that's not what life is about. So I quit my job, and then fast forward, try to. I'm so slow. I'll be over 10 minutes again, I guarantee you. My boss, whom we've known for 30 years. He was in our wedding. My husband was best man in his. He's just slightly younger than us. Anyway, he lived in Florida. He invited us down to stay at his beach house in Florida. So we came down and did that because he knew we couldn't afford to do a normal vacation like we used to do when I was working. We were both working. So we came down and loved it and said, why not move to Florida? And even though our family's there and we love them dearly, we don't see them that much. I don't know. People are so busy, you don't see them much. My parents snowbird. In fact, they snowbird down here now, thankfully. And we just, we don't see them that much. And you can fly from Orlando to Omaha really inexpensively. So we see our family almost as much, if not more now. It's kind of strange. But we based our decisions on we love the beach, we love the sand. So when we can get there, that's, heaven. But also it's a lot better for my health because Nebraska, where I came from, which is a beautiful state and great place to bring up children, I'm trying not to do this cough thing, driving me nuts. It's very, very cold winters and very, very hot summers, and heat is a lot better for me physically. Also, I don't like, how do I say that? We have way more sunshine down here all the time, and that's really huge for my mental being, etc. That I'm in pain, then I get depressed, yada yada yada, who cares. But darkness really bothers me, and that's not to say I don't love a good thunderstorm. I do, but there are so many more days of sunshine down here, and it just brightens my soul. So my husband and I decided to move down here, kind of on a whim, I guess you could say. But you know what? We would move back in a New York minute, and Florida's been kind of rough on us for jobs, and I'll maybe go into that later about the jobs we've had here, which have been strange, to say the least. But anyway, I love Florida. We love the tropical heat, we love the weather, we love everything about it. And I'm sorry, Ray, this is so late in coming. I tried repeatedly to get this to you, but thank you for your tag, and it was so sweet of you. Anyway, that's how I got from here to there, or there to here, or I don't know where I'm at.